Hello, welcome to episode 7 of season 1 of Let's Draw. It's the final one in the season, and if you remember in the last episode, episode 6, we talked about how to prepare your drone for flight. Today I'm going to do my best to show you a little flight, how to get it off the ground. I'm not going to do too much because we're going to go more over that in season 2. Here we're just going to show you the controls you use, the basic ideas. I was hoping to use a GoPro to be able to show you how the GoPro works, but I'm not going to be able to do that. So you're going to see me flying and talking, and I'm actually going to record everything off the screen, and I'm going to try to show you how the drone works in the air. Basically we're going to be using the Mavic Mini because it's the quietest one, it's the easiest one to use, and all the drones are basically the same thing. The only difference is in the batteries, and it's a little bit more complicated to take off and fly. The Mini is the most simple one of all, so I like to show people this, but pretty much what I show you here is what you're supposed to do anyways. So as you remember in episode 7 we talked about prep, so I'm going to assume that you've done your prep, you've checked your app, you've checked the weather, you've checked that it's in a fly zone, and now this is the part where you're going to take it from the prep. So once you've come through the basics, you've got your drone ready, you've got your batteries ready, everyth's ready to fly, you've got everything ready to go, you're going to set your controller up like so. You're going to put your cell phone or your tablet with a USB-C connection. You're going to plug your USB-C connection into the cellular, and then the other part of the USB connection into the controller. The controller sticks are under the controller, and that's the basic way that you're going to start this whole process. So once in this part, once you've put in the battery here in the back, you'll see you have your USB-C card there, you have your charger. Your SD cards are not your USB-C card, but it's very important because this is how you're going to get all your memory. These only have 8 gigabytes of memory inside them, so the SD card's really important. And what you're going to do is you're going to turn it here, you're going to hold it down, and then it's going to connect to the controller, and then you're going to be ready to fly, and that's going to be the next stage I'm going to show you. So now we're on to the actual flying part. So I'm going to try to show this to the best of my ability, and that is that you're going to hold both these in right here. The drone's going to go up. You're going to have all your information here written to you. On your information, you got your storage, your resolution, your height, your distance, and you can see you're going to control it very simply. Go like back, forward, to the left, to the right, and this is how I would honestly start flying, very simply, very slowly, so there's no actual problems at all with it. And you can see the controls are working very well. It's got me in the photo. As you feel more confident, I would lift it more and more, but that's a basic instruction in how you fly it. And as you can see, it flies very well. It's very stable. It holds pretty well in the rain and the wind, and it has a pretty good camera. So if we now try to get this camera put down, we can try on the back, you go up. In the other episode in season 2, we're going to talk more about how you use it with the smart controller, as that's a new one that's just been added.